It's another year for Access Games, Access Football, and this game is another chance to improve in the eyes of consumers and entice football gaming fans to spend their hard-earned money. Now, the goal is to be a secondary option to EA's juggernaut that most fans complain about but still buy every year because it's the only NFL licensed game on the market. Now, Access 2024 has come a long way from its previous titles, but at the same time, still has a long road ahead if they plan on making a long-lasting impression outside of their core audience. Now, Access Football does boast several improvements across the board, but to be honest, is still lacking in several key areas. So I'll briefly go over some of my thoughts that I have about the game, and after that we'll dive into some play breakdowns that I prepared, so keep it locked if you want to see how this game played out for your boy. With all that said, I'm Buddy Rogers, this is BRG 803, and let's talk about Access Football 2024. Now, right off the bat, when you boot this game up, if you've played it before, you will know that the menu is pretty much the same. Now, they do change the picture of the players that they have on there. They update that, but everything else is relatively the same. As far as the menu goes, it's not bad, but it's not great, okay? It's mid, let's just say that. All right, I do like that they've added in some new songs for the soundtrack, so you're not constantly hearing the same thing over and over again. I do appreciate that, and maybe they should holler at they boy if they want some beats on there that, people enjoy, like this one right here. Yeah, I made this one. Anyway, man, Access Football still boasts the best franchise to date. I don't care what you have to say about Madden 24. I don't care about none of that, all right? There really hasn't been a better franchise mode available since about Madden 12, if I'm doing my current calculations, all right? Now, Legend Bowl is a pretty fun franchise, but I would not say that it is better than this because I can literally script how my team is going to play on the field if I plan to simulate games, and that's for every down situation. I like that a lot. Now, they did add in new things, and one of the new things that they did add in was create a playbook. Now, create a playbook is cool, but if you want to be honest, I really think they should have threw in a creative play. And I know this is a small team, so I'm not saying that it needs to be done right away, but it needs to be planned for the future. I love sitting down with those old PS2 Madden games and just creating plays for hours. That gave me endless amounts of joy because I could test it out right then and there, and if I need to make some adjustments, I could do that. As far as their creative playbook, I don't really feel like I'm creating anything. It just feels like the same plays that I've seen year after year after year. Now, some people might say, hey, you play All-Pro Football 2K8, that's had the same plays in it since 2007, and you would be very correct. However, there are very, very good plays on that game, and the gameplay's way too realistic on the field. It's probably the most realistic I've seen in a football game, but it is what it is. There are things that need to be added into this game to take it to the next level, and one thing that certainly comes to mind is they don't have a replay system yet. Now, I am in their Discord group, and I did see in the Discord that some of the developers were saying that they are working on that and they are trying to get that ready for the next game, okay? Don't quote me on that, because if it don't come out in the next game, you're gonna say, hey, you the one that said, nah, okay? I was reading from the Discord, all right? Now, a replay would be great. Just a lot of presentation elements that I've been asking for. Some of them have been added, but some of them just have not, okay? When I score a touchdown, I want to be able to see that my guys are celebrating on the field. That is what I really want to see. But instead, I got play art right over top of it. Why can't I see these guys celebrate? If I score a touchdown and I barely get into the end zone, I want to see these guys have some kind of emotion, but it's hard to do when the play art just pops up as soon as it says touchdown. I'm not a fan of that at all, but if we can improve that, it's a big step, okay? There's a lot of things on the field that still bother me, but I promise you we will get into that very shortly, all right? Because you got to see what I got coming up at the end of this video. I promise you, and I'm not trying to be too harsh on this game when I show you this gameplay, because I do have some negatives about it, but at the same time, there are some positives, and I will go over that as well. Now, another positive in this game is seeing what affects your team morale in the franchise mode. So if you're dropping players that's a fan favorite, the fans are not going to be too happy, nor will the team. The team will react accordingly. If you sign somebody that nobody likes, they will act accordingly. There are several things that it tells you that affect the morale, whether that be for better or for worse. So you will have to keep your eyes on that to see how that goes. Another thing that I like about franchise mode, and a lot of you have already heard me talk about this, is that they have every position for coaching on the game. You gotta have things that are different. And speaking of things that are different, I love when you have the breakdown from the 4 analysts letting you know who they think is gonna win the game and why they think they're gonna win the game. They also let you know what your chance is out of 1,000 simulations. But now it's time to show you some of the positives and the negatives with gameplay. I love the new score bug. That is fire. They got the ticker at the bottom letting you know who's on the field, because these are unknowns. They also added in what yards are gained or lost on every play. But let's take a look at this play right here as I give you a breakdown of exactly what is happening. I did slow it down so you can see exactly what goes on in this play. Now the quarterback is gonna drop back. The pocket starts to collapse. We got 2 D linemen in the backfield, okay? One of 2 things is gonna happen. We're gonna get a sack, or he's gonna shrug it off and throw it away. Now we have the quarterback sandwiched. This man is going absolutely nowhere. Easy sack for the defense, right? Maybe not so much. Let's take another look, and one guy misses. That's fine, okay? That's completely understandable. What I do not understand about what is going on is, why is this man just standing there? He's doing nothing. Let's take another look, and now I have big questions, okay? Because this guy is looking at us, all right? You and me, okay? He is looking at us, but he is prepared to throw. Now, when he releases, the ball goes behind him almost perfectly, like a spiral, okay? And now as we speed this up, it's a perfectly thrown ball to the back of the end zone. It would have been a touchdown, but the man's foot was out of bounds. These are things that can make or break whether somebody wants to try this game or not. That is not good at all. Now me, I'm gonna get this game every year regardless, because I love having options, and also I'm just kind of addicted to football games. I don't know if you noticed, over 300 videos on this channel to support that claim, but let's jump into another play and see how this goes. Now, I chose this one specifically to show you that the AI has improved, and I do like that a whole lot, because when we break this down, we got 1, 2, 3 defenders in the area. The 2 cornerbacks, number 1 and 2, are gonna be out of this play, but the safety, number 3, would usually be beat, okay? I'm talking about boots smoked. He wouldn't even be in the area. However, now they react quicker, they play better, and I like that a whole lot for this game. The blocking animations have been added in. I believe they had 1 blocking animation prior to this. Now they got about 100, which is amazing. But that again is what I am talking about. You just seen this man have a big run, and I cannot see him fully celebrating because there's play art on my screen. Don't do this. We want to see a guy happy that he scored a touchdown because I'm happy that I scored a touchdown. These are just my thoughts. I didn't want to take up too much of your time. I just wanted to let you know that Access Football is headed in the right direction, but it's still going to be a while before they fully get there. Now, this is not someone that's going to be competing with Madden on a regular basis, but I will be around until I see that day come. Anyway, man, if you are new to this, but still true to this, and you like what we do here, hit that like, hit that subscribe, follow me for more videos because we got all kinds of football content coming your way. I've been me, you been you, and until the next time we speak,